Okay, let's see if we're live. Loading. Hey, what's up? I'm Hype. I play games, make games, and everything between. And today we're going to be making and playing some games in HypeHype. Excuse me. Okay, let me update this thumbnail. There we go. So if you'd like more information on HypeHype, check out the links below. I have a playlist on YouTube that goes into what HypeHype is, and then some examples of me making games, playing games, and all of the above. HypeHype is a dope app that lets you make and play games all on your phone, tablet, and even desktop browser, which is pretty cool. I personally go back and forth between my iPad and my iPhone, depending on where I'm at. But yeah, so today we're going to be doing a lot on my iPad, and yeah, so maybe even play some games. But right now I have been working on a new game, and I'm kind of just trying to get it to look cool and get the physics to work right. I'm doing a lot. I'm like just pushing the boundaries of a lot of objects, dynamic objects, and I've made the objects less dynamic. No, I made them static, and then when the player collides with them, then they become dynamic. They also kind of become dynamic if they touch another cube that's next to it. So let's just take a look. I've only been working on this for a couple of hours, so please bear with me if it's not. Oh, look at that. That's where the green screen ends. That's kind of trippy, actually. I'm trying this out with the green screen. Just got one of these the other day for like $15, and it's kind of weird because it's like too close. Anyways, nobody cares about that. Let's get into some game making. Let's get this chat up so I can see everything. And where's the web browser? Here we go. Okay, there we go. Bitrate looks kind of high. I don't think that's a good thing, but okay. So here's what I'm working on, and you can see it. Hopefully it's moving quickly. It looks like the image gets a little, nope, that's the entire screen. Okay, so it's gonna slow down. We can see I'm getting a bunch of lighting from the iPad, so that's interesting. Yeah, so, and if we touch the red, there's an explosion. 0.75 seconds goes by, and then everything resets. And you can notice that when you first go up to the these walls, it technically stops the ball. These little balls are all static objects right now, and they only become dynamic after the player touches them. I don't know if that's the best way to go, but let me show you what happens if I just run into all these, like see, it just slows everything down, and it looks so cool, but this is bad. Like, oh, I gotta hit that back button. That's bad. We don't want that. And it's still in it. Okay, so oh, and let's see, I think yeah, okay, so we're live. And you know what? I also want to go into the Discord channel on HypeHype. Check them out. And yeah, maybe share a link and stuff like that. I think could be cool. Yeah, let's do that. Community live stream. Trying, playing. Live stream today. Okay, let's see. All right, message is sent, and Okay, and also let's get some background music for me. Okay, and I feel like we got a lot of light. Where I have this light. Let's see if this is any. That's kind of cool, but it's not. It's gonna fall down. Got all my little things all over the place. So I've been working on this game for basically just 2 days. Again, a couple of hours each. So a total maybe, let's say 4 hours, which I think is pretty cool. And let's grab this. I'll try to set up so the lighting isn't just me looking like I don't know. I can really see the light coming up from the screen. So let's see if we can do something like this. If that helps. I think that maybe that helps. I don't know. Okay, so what I was thinking was just adding. So getting rid of all of these and making it more kind of like this. I think that's easy enough. And we can put these guys here. And then I also want to just go here, 2 fingers to move around, and let's kind of zoom in. And do something like that. So let's area pick, select this area, hit delete. Okay, so we gotta be careful. Well, let's start down here. See, if you notice the green, there's a green highlighting area that shows where you can, what's selected, and it's selecting more than I want. Like I just want this. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. And we can see that it's even selected some of those objects down there. You know, we'll go back and we'll fix that later. So area select. And we can just select these one by one. Cool. Now I am working on a video where I go through the beginnings of this game, but it takes a lot of time for me to edit videos because I do a lot of, yo, Matt, what's up? What year is it? 2021. I saw you this year, right? That had to be this year. That was a couple months ago, probably. What's up, dude? 2021. Been a crazy year. I do miss Vegas. You miss Vegas? All right. So gonna hit the select button area. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, man. I haven't streamed in like a year. I was in New York City, man, and they got bad, like major metropolitan cities like San Francisco and New York. They just have bad Wi-Fi. It's just being a monopoly. And I'm in Kentucky right now, which has. I tried to upload a terabyte on the internet, which some HD footage, and they shut down the internet. So it's, it's different. It's different places have different kinds of internet, and apparently they don't like it when you upload a terabyte. But yeah, oh, I got one of those M1 Pro MacBooks, so I can do all this, all like things a beast. M1 Pro, okay. So yeah, here's the game I'm working on. I think I'm basically gonna just make kind of, remember when I made Ball Meets World that's available on iOS and Android devices, I'm pretty sure, although I haven't looked into that in over a year. I'm sure it's up there, probably. I put it up there. So I think I'm just gonna make something similar but different. Yeah, same but different. That's what they say in Thailand and India. Oh. And it's cool, man. Dude, check it out. I'm making all this on an iPad. Like, it's really kind of dope. It's like, I like to think of it as like next level. It's cool because I never imagined that I would be making games on an iPad, and now I'm making games on an iPad and even on my phone. Sometimes. Okay, let's select this. Man, I feel like I'm doing grunt work. Like, this is not the fun stuff. I don't even, well, if I do this area, then I should just be able to copy and paste what I do, and we'll see if the physics works well. But here, I'll show you what I'm working on right now. And so right now the balls, or the blue cubes, they're set to static, but if they touch the main character, then they turn into dynamic. But this happens. Like, it's just, like, it's a hot, awesome mess, but like, I can actually feel the iPad get heating up, so. But I think that's just because I'm screen recording and doing a bunch. Okay, so yeah, let's go back here. I'm gonna select these and delete this as well. There we go. Cool, all right. Nope. Right, so many. Working on any new games, Matt? Oh wait, there we go. Select and delete. I haven't checked the App Store in a while. I used to do that all the time. I mean, technically I saw it. I was looking at it the other day. I just didn't see anything that caught my eye. No, I saw something. What was it? Oh, yeah. No, I can't talk about it because it's there's a weird connotation to it. But someone I was following on Instagram. But yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna stop talking because I don't like. What I saw was hilarious, but there's a lot of sexual connotation to the game. I don't think it would get approved for the Apple App Store, but it was approved for the Play Store. Yeah, there were just long, rubbery, tube-like things that you would fling in the air and move forward. So, try to describe what the game was like without giving too much detail because it was, yeah, it was hilarious. Okay, delete, delete. Oh. Okay. So some of these cubes are like look at this. Like this dude's missing, like this is gonna, well, technically that shouldn't fall because all these cubes are static. Oh yeah, right? Like, I mean, honestly, I think that should be, I don't know. The things people make are amazing. Okay, so here we can see that it doesn't fall because these objects are static, but the second the ball touches, they become kinematic. And I'm thinking maybe I need to have something behind the ball that follows the ball that deletes everything. Yeah, that might be a great idea. And I think I'm gonna do that right now. Let's do it right now. No time like the present. All right, let's get just a big block. Let's go to shapes. And we just want a rectangle like this, or I guess we're gonna make it a rectangle. So tapping the left button here is to change the size, and you can move the entire size just by holding it down like this. But what we're gonna do is just grab the X coordinate and move it like this. And geez, it's not big enough. I want it to encompass the whole. Okay, well, let's make this gray, and we'll just have two of them. Go like here. And do I want to make this a reusable object? I don't think so. So well, hold on. First, we're going to take this object and we're going to, what is it? So we're going to use the glue feature. You can glue objects from one object to another object. And I don't know if I should glue this to, let's make this object touch purple, and then we'll glue it to this ball, and then we'll make it invisible, and so there's a way to limit the y coordinates of this character, of this object, so it doesn't fly up in the air. We only really want it to move in the z direction. Object hit on collision trigger, destroy. So, okay, we on collision trigger with, let's say, purple. Collision trigger destroy, set as target. So I think that means the target of the object that touches it, so any object that it touches gets destroyed. I don't actually know. No, it says self. Well, let's make it visible. Okay, so there it was flipping out. Not cool. Unmovable, so we can make it kinematic. All right, let me. Okay, limit the Y, limit the Y. Okay, let's see. I made, let's just save it. So in another game, I had XY coordinates of a sun that moved with the vehicle, but I broke it in the second game that I made. So let me check that game out. Is this the first one? So this is the first one. So here we have, no, this is the second one. So here's the first one. The sun moves back. And I'm going to try to do that with the destroyer object. Oh. Boom. All right, let's see how I did that. Hit cancel. All right, there's a lot going on here. So value inspect. Value inspect checks the position Z. And then it subtracts. Oh man, my brain is starting to hurt. So and this one, I think I broke it. Yeah, so let's see if I can get this to work. Logic on. So it fetches the position Z, which is what we want. And then it outputs that value to the math operator. Value A. And then value B subtracts 23. And the difference of that number causes it to move. And instead it just kind of does it. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's exit without saving. And I think I kind of got the idea. Let's hit here. Logic on. We got this. And what was it? A value inspector and a math operator? I wonder if I can put that in here. So, wait, no, that is an object. We want a math operator. So value inspect here. Nope, no. Fetch object, position vector, position Z. And then we have the value output. Go to the math operator. And value A or B? Say value A. And then value B will do some calculation. Okay, so right now, let's hit. This is at Z of negative 3.5. Let's just do 3. Make it easy, and the ball is at 1. So that's a difference of 2. So let's make this actually 4. So So the value inspector checks this object. Do it on always. And then subtract 3. And then the value output ooh, no, I want it to be the position. Okay, so I'm not actually sure what I'm doing. Yo, what's up, EPZ? No, so this cannot be ported to the App Store. HypeHype is its own ecosystem. Maybe someday they will have options to export, but if you're looking to export your own game on an iOS or Android device, then I would recommend using a game engine like Unity probably, or Godot. Yeah. This is more similar to Roblox or Core. There in Roblox and Core, you can make games, you know, easily, and all kinds of different games, but all those games are also not exportable to any store as of today, from what I understand. So this is kind of like that, but it's got to focus on hyper-casual games. You can make games that are more complicated, and there's definitely some of those in there. That being said, I'm new, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of messing around. Like right now, I'm trying to get that brick to follow. You know, maybe I can just have it move. To vector transform. And I think if this is at 0, and put this at -1. It's not moving. All right, move. Select input. Nope. No. Oh, here we go. Loop. Okay, so that was whoa fast. 0.05. Okay. Is that floating? It is floating. So let's move you down into the ground. I mean, that is kind of cool. It's supposed to be deleting those blue objects, which it's not doing, but it's, let me get out of here. That was kind of cool. As you see that, I meant to do that. That whole thing was not a test. Okay, object, oh, purple or pink, purple, pink. I used to live in a house in San Francisco that was that color, purple and pink. Object, purple, pink. So when you use collision triggers and objects and collision trigger groups, so here's a collision trigger group. You need to have the color of the collision trigger group match the color of the object. These are two different things. Confuse me a lot, and I'm gonna go over it right now. this is, we're gonna make this either delete or add some spikes or something, so that, oh, maybe even a spinning thing of spikes. Yeah, actually, why don't we do that right now? Let's slow down. I'm getting ahead of myself. Collision triggers, trigger groups, and object groups. So here, the collision trigger is set to purple pink. Do you think this is purple or pink? Let me know. I'll be curious on what your thoughts are. So purple pink is the collision trigger. So we need to have the object also have purple pink. And here, this object has a collision trigger and an object. But this collision trigger is set to green, which we have an object, which is the player, which is set to this color green as well. So we go here and we set the object to purple pink. And let's do it also for the red ones. And it did not destroy them. It was supposed to destroy them. Why did it not do that? So it destroyed them after I touched. Okay. So let's go here. Let's go to this. Vector transform. And let's make it even slower. Like this is going to be pretty slow. That seems like it's too slow. Oh, looks like we got some people joining us on the live. You can see this from your phone or iPad live. I don't know how that feature works yet in HypeHype. Brand new, came out in the recent release. And I think my microphone is it's topping out. So I need to go like this. Or maybe just move it like, oh crap, this thing is gonna fall. Okay, I'm gonna need to do a sound check because that's where we at. Okay, and let's do something like this. Man, I did get the cheapest mic stand, which, okay, that kind of works. That, and we got the sound. Okay, cool. So we're oh, look how slow that, moving way too slow. That is too slow. So, oh man, I gotta move that red pill. So this should, yep. So it's kind of like a garbage cleaner. It just cleans up everything, but it's moving too slow. So let's try one. Oh, and then I gotta not hit any of the red. Okay, look at that. So it's working, that's great. Let's go ahead and change the object itself by going here, selecting basic, selecting the object, and where would we, hey, what's up, Soul Spark? Magenta, purple, pink is magenta. I've heard of it. I have heard of magenta. So now I need to find a spinning spike wheel. I don't know where that's gonna be under. I know Sticky made something, maybe platformer. I think it should be under platformer. You know, let me go and type platformer here. Platformer. When you type in the search results, you can see the results in a list format. This is actually how I have all my things organized anyways. I like it, but maybe it's not here. It should be here, hopefully. All right, we got some plant spikes. Got cactus tile spikes, which is kind of close. I wonder if I could just type in sticky. That'd be cool. Here we go. Okay. Let's make this not look weird. Size. Go ahead and do a 1, 1, 1. Do a rotate. And gotta get rid of, let's go with magenta and red spikes. Cool. So now we're gonna want a simple animation on this. Simple animation. And we'll just have it rotate in the Z coordinate. It didn't look like it was spinning. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's enabled. Is it looping? What is magnitude? Let's take a look. You can go to the wiki.hypehype on areas where there's a question mark. Effective animation on the object visuals. Speed of animation. Type. Active determines if animation is active. So I think it's active. Let's try 2 on this as well. I mean, the fact that it doesn't pick up clean up the static object is a little concerning. Yo, what's up, Eeps? What are your plans for 2022 for art creating? Do you want to follow workshops on how to make game assets? I'm not that big into making game assets. I've messed around with Blender. I like Blender. Where's my green tea? Oh my God, I don't have my green tea. Have I been not hydrating myself? Yeah, I'm not. That's not my thing. My thing is to just I'm just trying to make games, play games. Yeah, and I'm not into workshops on art creating. That's not for me. I'm sure there are other people who are all about that, and I know like Sticky makes dope games, submits them to HypeHype, and there's a process to do that. Working on a video about that, but man, some of these videos they just take a lot of time, and I prefer making games than working on videos. But it does seem like videos are a big chunk of my time, but that's okay. I think, you need to find systems that work for you. And for me, like making and playing games and then like editing video is very mundane, boring, long process. And so I mix it. I mix it up, stuff like this. I can only talk for a couple hours and then like I start to lose my voice. This is probably more than I've spoken in the last, not week, but the last time I did a video. I just don't talk that much, man. I'm just in my lane, doing my thing, trying to figure out how to make this spike spin. Why are you not spinning? Oh, you know what? I bet it's because when I pulled the object out, it was like this. And so I'm trying to rotate the Z, which isn't a thing. Here in Belgium, we have a university course for making games. It's a 3-year course with some advanced coding, math, modeling course packs. Pretty sick. Some have internships with game companies like Rockstar or Blizzard. Man, that Blizzard stock is going. I don't know why I bought Blizzard stock after it went down, and then it kept going down. That was just a bad. Yeah, no, I think, look, the world is your oyster. Do as you wish. Follow your path. I think that's what's most important. Don't follow other people else's paths. Like that will lead you to where they're going. Oh man, that round X didn't work. So I'm too old for school. Is that a bad? I'm out. I was never good in school anyways. I was always a bad student. I don't even know how I graduated. I was failing French, and it's the third time taking the second level French, and I knew my teachers. I had friends who were French. Je ne capable pas en français. Yeah, now I can speak basics of every language now, pretty much, and I do that just from traveling. But I'm not a school person. I don't go to school. I don't read a book and then I'm more of a let's throw up the live stream, make a fool of myself, try to figure out how to get this thing to spin, and either do it or not. I think, and that works for me. Like I've been doing that my entire life, and it's worked out really good. Yeah, like further than I could ever imagine. So to each their own. This object is not doing what I want it to do. Why are you not spinning an object? Can I speak Dutch? Nah, Dutch creeps me out. Like, I was in Amsterdam. I went to a coffee shop, and there was like a massive amounts of people, and I was just trying to get home. And the Dutch language, everyone speaks Dutch. Dutch, it just reminds me of that. So, but I do know there's like 3 types of Dutch people. You got it's like mixed with French, mixed with English, and mixed with German. And then there's a place somewhere where you have all 3 of them. Is it maybe it's Brussels? I don't know. It's on my list of places to go and check out. Okay, let's get this bad boy to spin. It's not spinning. It's kind of unmovable object. No, we definitely want unmovable object. Physical, there we go, kinematic. Yo, I figured it out. I mean, okay, so it was moving. Okay, so let's take a look here. Nope. And I want this, so we got move it like this. The Z-axis is to the left and right. So we want it to spin in, I want to say, let's try the Z. Yo, that's it. I don't like this purple anymore. Man, I don't like it. All right, I'm just gonna have to make a new color. Go to visuals. I just want a darker purple. Darker, and let's get a diffuse. Oh wait, this is an ambient? Oh, let's get this. Yeah, so it's a dark purple. There we go. Then let's duplicate it like that. Oops, I'm making it, okay. -2. All right, let's get you a little bit. 98. 1.98. Like that. Where'd they go? What happened? Do you have contacts with HypeHype devs? Do I have contacts with HypeHype devs? I don't. I mean, like I'm assuming people who work at HypeHype. I don't think so. If I do, it's only through the Discord. Like I don't reach out to anybody at HypeHype and be like, "Yo, can you? What's up?" I could, like, maybe Shogun, but usually I'm just on the Discord asking whatever, whoever. What happened to that object? It disappeared. Did you see that? Like, it was there. Wait, now it's back? Undo. Okay, so if there's 2 of them. Oh, you know what? They're probably touching each other, causing each other to disappear. Yeah, I need that to clean up these objects. So the friendly physics is static. So why does the static object, which is set to, oh, that's cool. We got people up joining here. Okay, hi, bye. Oh, yeah, people coming in and then they leave. I wish this was like not in the middle. Can I move it? No, I don't care. Nope, can't move it. Okay, so object. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh, okay. I'm somehow stuck in this scene. Oh, and we're good. I'm gonna save it. I don't know the last time I saved it. And where's my green tea? I don't have green tea. I don't know much about the company. You know how many people they're working there. Yeah. I have a video on that. Check it out. HypeHype playlist. It's the first video. It's on the links below. They used to be called Frogmind, and then as of like a couple of days ago, they're now just HypeHype Inc. Yeah, Google, just check it out. They have 37 I literally know the answer. 37 employees. I saw a photo of them the other day. It looks like a bunch of dudes, and I think they had like a HypeHype shirt on. I forget where I saw the photo. I think I was checking out the website hypehype.com, but that's where you can go to get information, and I think they're even looking for people to do programming stuff. I am not a programmer. I'm not a coder. That is my identical twin brother. He is the developer of the family, and yeah, I would rather look at gradients for hours than code for hours. Yeah, check out some Rothkos. See how they make me feel. Object, magenta. Destroy, execute. Okay, so here, collision trigger. Anything that is static objects not count. Okay, I'm gonna go in here. So right now, this is a collision type, which sets it to dynamic which is kind of weird, actually. Let's just turn this off. And what does this do? It just gives it a second or something? I don't know. So I'm gonna change this to dynamic. Let's hope it doesn't crash. I'm guessing the future of gaming game making codeless like BuildBox and HypeHype. Maybe we'll see new products in the next coming years. I mean, the future is the future. We're gonna see. The cool thing about the future is seeing things you never thought you would expect, like making a game from an iPad with no code anywhere with Wi-Fi. But no, literally anything. Like I don't know. I guess I'm old, so I can look back at the past and realize what didn't exist 1, 2, 3 decades ago, and what exists now. You're like, I should have bought more Apple stocks. Okay, let's see what happens. And it's just, I can't, this is no good. No bueno. Get out of this. See that lag? I wish there was like a bug that could do the frame, not a bug, an object, a debugging tool that lets you see the frame rate. But I'm sure there is. I actually think I've seen somebody talk about it. So, okay. I think I'm just going to have to put the collision trigger in here. Because when it's in the object, it makes it easier to destroy itself. Yeah, that logic sounds good to me. Magenta. Collision with magenta. Destroy self. Set as target. So I get confused about this. Does it set the other object as target, or does it set itself as like set who set as target? I think it sets the other object as target. Oh yeah, you know what? And the object itself is magenta. There we go. Yeah, no, so that's not working. Oh, you know what it is? Here we go. Static or kinematic? Static. Let's see if it destroys. That works. Do you still make money with your build? I never made money with BuildBox. Never. Maybe a little bit, like $10 a month. I don't make games to make money. I think that's a dangerous thing to do. I think anybody who wants to make money can literally do anything they want to make money. But then, you know, if your sole goal is to make money, then your perspective is different. If your goal is not to make money and to just make games, it's a different perspective. The world is full of infinite amount of perspectives, but that goal of that was never my goal. My goal was always to make games. And yeah, I made money back when I used to have a job, and I did that for like 10 years. That was how I made money. But the world's a different place than it was literally 5 years ago. So yeah, no, I think anybody can make money making games, but I think when you get there, you know, maybe you won't like making games. Maybe you'll like making games more. I don't know. But I think if the progress goal is all about making games, then everything else is gravy. Like, yeah. But if your goal is to make money and you don't make money, like that mind space that you'll go in and just trying to push yourself, like, I think you'll be able to do it, but it's gonna be really tough on you. You will be really tough on yourself, which is important. But I don't know. I'm too old. I've been tough on myself my entire life, so now it's time to find a path that works better. Okay, so this works. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Get it. get it. Now, I do wish this was bigger, but that just looks good. Okay, so where were we? These pills. I wonder if I put this pill on top. Did you see that pill just went straight? It's a heavy pill. It's literally the object. Wait, let's check. Physical light. Okay, so this is set to light, but it's not set to light with the 3 S's. Eeps says, I'm like wondering how much those top 3 games are making per month, a few thousand or more. For example, Color Switch. How much did the dev make? I think a few $100K. I mean, you're talking about a different time, a different era. Like, they probably made millions. Millions. But that was a different time. And $1 million now is worth a lot less than it was when Color Switch was coming out. That's a fact. So we live in a really weird world. A lot of things going on. Yeah. I mean, my thoughts on the top App Store games. Oh man, what's up with this? It's like, is that it's all kind of, I don't want to say like a conspiracy of banks, but it's all about money. I already told you I'm not about money. That's not for me. Like, I mean, enough to survive and do whatever I want. But yeah, because what you got, like banks. Well, I think Goldman Sachs has a share of Voodoo, and all the money that is used in getting to the top App Store is by the companies who are spending money to get the games to the top App Store. If that's confusing, that's because it is confusing. But it's all about CPA or CPI, cost per install, cost per acquisition. It's a whole financial advertising breeding ground on making games. I'm Casco. That's like disgusting in Spanish. And so games will get released and publishers will spend, let's say, $1 million, and they meet all the right metrics, so their games will get to the top of the App Store, get more downloads, get people to play those games 1, 2, 7, 30 days in a row, make the money back from the advertisers, which are other publishers with big banks being a part of them, to feed into the system of advertising money. So it's a whole network of money just going around from other companies to be promoted, via SEO to make the top App Store. So that to me is, it's not. That's the system. That's the App Store system. The Play Store system to generate more money. Like, that's why I'm just about making games, man. Like, I personally, HypeHype, like, I'm sure eventually will blow up and they'll have their own system, but it'll be their system and it'll be better. Like, right now, the Apple Store, they're a big gatekeeper. I don't know if you make games or submitted games to the App Store or Play Store, but there's a process, and developers every day have issues with that process because there's an Apple employee who thinks your game is like another game, and so they won't publish it. Like, there's a whole plethora of issues. That's just on the Apple side. That's not even on marketing. So I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm gonna get back to making this. Oh, wait a minute. Look at that. That red cube is somehow making these blue cubes disappear. That was kind of cool. I didn't notice that before, but let's take a look. And I think, yeah, I accidentally hit that. And what I wanted to do was this. No. Yeah, something like that. I like that. Let's go ahead, grab this, and I'm just gonna move it up and maybe, put it over here to the side. And yeah, let's just start deleting these. These are all, I mean, it's basically crashing everything. And this is not the long-term goal anyways. It does look cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks really cool. Okay. Nope. Go like this. Yeah, look at that. So it runs smoother. Oh, and we got my little cleanup dude. Just clean it up. I wonder if I can just take this. No. Is it floating in the air? Where? Woo. Okay. Okay, so that looks good. I want two of them. All right, I'm gonna go with 0.65. We just need to make sure that the X, Y, and Z are all the same number so that it doesn't look weird. And we got people coming in and out. That looks weird. I was going for not looking weird. Well, what if I put these? Okay, let's try that. Now I think they're touching each other. Okay, there we go. Cool, and let's go and I'm gonna delete a lot of this. I'm gonna leave an open space in the front for the ball character to just move. Will HypeHype be free forever, or will this change soon? I'm gonna assume free forever. Let's go with that. I don't you know, I'm not like I'm a fan of HypeHype. You ask good questions, but I would assume free. I mean, that's like saying, well, in my opinion, it's similar to asking, will Instagram be free or will they someday charge money? Maybe someday. Or like, well, TikTok, like your big social media apps that people interact with and spend a lot of time with, the best ones are free. There's a catch, but they're free. All right, let's move this over here. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and move some of these over. Duplicate. Something like that looks good to me. That at 0. All right, let's test it. Well, let's save it. When's the last time I saved it? Where's my green tea? Oh, I got some persimmons over here. I think the mic is picking up a lot of my chewing. I'm gonna stop after this. Let's test. I mean, it looks good. Like, this is kind of cool. Hold on. I hate. Oops. Yeah. Don't run into the the red block. Oh, geez. I just did it again. Man, this looks amazing. And it's all right, let's go through all these. So the cool thing is that the static blue cubes become dynamic when either the player touches them or if another cube touches the other cube. Look at that. I see a lot of great game ideas just from this. It's just cleaning. It's not getting the red ones though. Why? It's supposed to get the red ones as well. Let's go here. Oh, you know what? It's because here we have the collision in the destroyer inside of it, and we don't have that for this one. This one's got a lot going on. Interval, destroyer, collision. What is the interval for? The physical type. Oh, and then the red is just dynamic? Yeah. All right. Collision trigger and destroyer. Okay. I forget the object. Okay, so we're gonna have the collision trigger be magenta. On collision trigger destroy. I'm gonna say execute. I think that means it executes itself. Yeah. Target self. Target self. Okay. And that out, duplicate. Let's go over here. Now I think we're getting kind kind of intense here. And one thing I do want to do is increase the speed of these destroyers. What do we call them? I don't know what to call these guys. Wait, does that... It's making it 0.25. That makes it slower, right? Well, it doesn't make it faster. Because if the numbers go up... No, I don't know. Let's find out. This is so cool. This is cool. Okay, we also need to, okay, where's the collision for game over? I think it's yellow, no. I think it's red. Red is for game over. So we're gonna have these objects also be red, which means that if the player now touches them, but it's kind of weak sauce because it, let's move these guys back. Yeah, let's move it back, and we need a play button, a start button, because look, the game, if you die, right, and it restarts, maybe you're not ready. So I think, is there a timer? We do have a timer. So the touch button starts the timer. Let's see if I can add another button. And this is all in the player control. So if I do add a button, I want to make sure it goes in there. Oops. I feel like touch should be good enough. Oh. Okay, so here, oh, and oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna see. Okay, so the timer doesn't begin until you start, which I've said that, but I thought of an idea of another way to do this, and I'm gonna try that out. And that is creating a broadcast listener into the object and into the ball, basically the objects that start the game. Eps, do I like PC games? I haven't played a PC game in a long time. I basically just, I don't play console games. The only games I really do play are all kind of on HypeHype. I used to play all the games, like a decade ago, 2 decades ago, even 5+ years ago. But then I stopped. I just kind of focused everything into making and playing games, specifically hyper casual type of games. My brother has a Switch and he plays that all the time, basically whenever he's not working. He plays Apex, or one of them. I don't know. And I used to be very similar. I used to work, and then when you're not working, play games or even like Netflix, watch TV. But now I try to make it all a holistic thing. So it all revolves around a different version of what I'm doing to help build upon that knowledge. I don't know if that makes sense. So I consider myself amazing at games. Maybe it's because I'm Korean and Koreans are just really good at all games. Yeah. Let's wait, this is start timer. So we can add broadcast listener. No, that's broadcaster. Broadcast listener. Start timer. Yo, this is brilliant. We put start timer broadcast listener into the spike wheel of death. I don't know what to call these things. I'm open to suggestions. Spike wheels. Start timer. On signal receive. Simple animation activate enabled on. Yes, and vector transform execute. Nope, this one. Nope. Simple animation activate enabled on. Yes, and vector transform execute. Okay, let's see. Okay, so those are already executing. We don't want that to execute. Oh, it's set to on start. So this should fix it. Okay. Definitely look at that frame rate just being super slow. That might not be a good thing. Let's go take a look at the spinny thingies. There, look. Just clean it. So destroying the objects should free up memory space, making it less dangerous. But this is, oops. Let's move this ball. Well, I'm concerned if I move the ball up, it'll also move the camera. But let's just see what happens. Yeah, that looks dope. Wait, was the camera moving? Okay, so I've got an idea. I think all my ideas are brilliant. So here's a brilliant idea. This gets intense in terms of it's trying to handle everything. So why don't we just kind of delete, delete some of them. Like this. Yo, like, and then, oops. All right, so these blocks are a little bit too big. So what's a better size? 50%? Maybe 75, 0.75. Yeah, that's a similar size. Yeah, no, what's up, Epps? Talking about BuildBox. Good. I have no idea. I don't follow that stuff anymore. That is not in my wheelhouse. I wish them the best. To set -3. But yeah, no, that's just I don't know what they're doing. And yeah, who knows? I suspect you know more than me. Okay, 2.25. So these enemy blocks do not take up, they're not as, memory intensive? Epps, I think they went for money instead of value. Yep, I mean, they went for something. Like, duplicate. I don't know. I'm pretty good at pretty good at not worrying about things that are not for me to worry about, if that makes sense. .5, nope, 10.5. Look at that, looking good. Put this to 11. Maybe 12. All right, I kind of need to find a faster way to do this. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Oh, look. Now those spikes are moving. Yo, that's so cool. All right, I think I still got to do more to separate the spikes because the lag issues are real. Oops. Yeah, man. I mean, I like chess. I think I'll make a chess game in HypeHype just to learn everything a bit. I mean, learning everything. I've been using HypeHype pretty much every day for the last, what month are we? We're in November. We're almost in December. So let's say 5 or 6 months. And I don't know. I am an extremely slow learner who is very patient with himself. And yeah. That's a nice way of saying I'm not where I would like to be, but I'm happy with where I'm at. Yeah. Because I find in life a lot of times you're unhappy of where you're at, when you're not where you think you should be. but then you should just kind of appreciate where you are. But stuff like this is, I mean, these are things you learn in time because you have to. Because life is life. Okay. Life is complicated, to say the least. Okay, let's delete these. Why do they look weird? Oh, look at this one. It's okay, cool. Wait, why does my iPad say it's 9 a.m. January 9th? Is it January 9th? I'm gonna assume that is, oh man, this green screen. What do you think about the green screen? I just set it up. It's not perfect. I was going for I don't want to say half, like a half, like I set it up just enough to get it to look decent. And if I like it, I'm gonna keep doing it. Move these over here. And let's test it out. Whoa, something's going on. Okay, I think that's... That looks good. Okay, so all these are kind of floating in the air. We don't actually want that. Yeah, 1 point, no. I think 1.6 is a good number. All right, so, how long have we been live? I was hoping to do this for 2 hours. Okay, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Wow, man, it feels like 3 hours. I'm not gonna lie. But that is one's perception of time. My perception of time. I mean, is it good or bad if you think more time has passed or less time? I forget. I guess it depends. Well, context is king. I kind of want to add more cubes. Oh, look, that didn't. You know what? There are some cool assets. Are they under platformer? I'm thinking of kind of assets you would see in like Fall Guys. So sometimes it doesn't load. So I like to use the search. I'm looking for like a hammer, if I could be totally honest. But like a colorful play like hammer. You know, I know where to find it. I'm gonna go into latest assets. I wonder if you can type in latest. Nope. Oh, I saw this planet. Really cool asset. Oh, we got some cool trees, curtains. Ah, get a green screen. Ah, no, maybe. Some nice. Okay, they have been adding a bunch of assets for sure. These, I'm pretty sure, are new. I've seen some of these, but wow. Okay, so there's just a lot more assets. Okay, I've seen these. These are. I don't know if these are new or old. Corinthian columns. Ah, this is cool. That emoji faces. That might be nice to add. Emoji faces always do well in games on the App Store. Well, I guess they're super recognizable. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So I want this. Okay, let's move it over here. Here's a hammer. This might be cool. I don't know what that is. I think it's just to add some different elevation, maybe. Oh. And what else we got? Maybe one of these. A lot of colors going on. I kind of want to make this like a bouncy object. Okay, let's get back to making games is sometimes boring. And this is the boring stuff, just moving objects little by little. Okay. That's looking good. And we should have this. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Just what else can I do? I mean, I kind of want to add more cubes. Let's try it. I can try it. Oops. Okay, let me. All right, let's. I'm trying to just select specific cubes. Okay, I kind of did it, but I thought I needed these groups, but I don't. And here we go. Kind of eyeball it. Eyeball says that's good. Duplicate. Duplicate. I'm a big fan of just moving around in 3D. It's a lot of fun. I use a pencil. And I can see that these are a little bit out of place actually. All right, I'm gonna have to get going. Yeah, let me try. All right, select here. Oh, we got some stragglers. Okay, let's test this, and then we're gonna keep. Well, let's save it. I haven't had any crashes, which is kind of strange actually. There was some new updates recently, and it's got to be the new updates. Okay, so we got the spinny things. I kind of want the spinny things to be a little bit more visible. So I'm gonna move them like this. And yeah, so now they're moving. So player's like, oh, I totally ran into a red brick there, but it didn't slow it down. 13 seconds. I don't know why. I want to save. It's that one. Check out the timer. Oh, time. I'll have to take a look. I'm trying to just I want the milliseconds and not just the total seconds, but that's for next time. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I'm going to try to do this as much as I can while I'm in Kentucky because I have a good workstation going on. And yeah, until next time, stay safe out there. I'm HypeC. Peace.